Devin Carter headed to the Sacramento Kings. He walks up to the stage with a suit on, but no shirt or anything underneath. Just like this guy's like swaggy, the kids are saying. And
I almost went that way tonight.
Right. I mean, you can pull it off, Gary.
I mean, I was going to wear the tie no matter what. But
right, just the no shirt underneath. This guy is an absolute baller. Big East Player of the Year, led the conference in scoring with nearly 20 points per game. He led Division I players 6'3" or shorter in rebounds per game last season with 9. First player drafted out of Providence since Chris Dunn in 2016. Son of Anthony Carter, who played 13 NBA seasons, now an assistant coach with the Memphis Grizzlies. And Gary, the Kings just got a player.
And they got a player who's ready to play, like on night one. And they have prioritized that in recent drafts. Like not just selecting best prospect available, but we're trying to win right now. Who can help us win right now? And Devin Carter, I think everybody will agree, he's a plug-and-play guy. He's older, and sometimes that's used against prospects, but not if you're a franchise trying to win immediately in a jam-packed and very difficult Western Conference. So I love this. I had Devin Carter projected as a top 10 pick. If you can get him outside of that, you got to feel good about it.
You giving this an A?
Absolutely.
Boom.
This is a straight A. Devin Carter was one of my 3 favorite prospects in this class with Ron Holland and Tajon Salon relative to expectations. Elite competitor, excellent defender, going to a bad defensive team where he's going to be able to step in right away. And he showed tremendous offensive growth this season, taking on that primary offensive role at Providence after Bryce Hopkins went down. You don't bet against elite competitors. Elite competitors keep getting better, even when they don't have as much glaring upside as others. There are going to be a lot of teams that are sorry they let him get to this point.
You like this fit for Sacramento? This is a great player.
I like this fit, and he has better offensive ability than his dad. I played against him.
Well, now he's an assistant in the Memphis Grizzlies, so he can coach him up.
I will say, he had big fans in that Grizzlies organization. I know that they liked him, and he was, you know, not that anybody puts together an actual list, but if there were a list of players they were interested in at 9, he was on there.
All right, let's go to the unofficial voice of the Big East, Matt Norlander. Matt, this is a special player. What are the Kings getting in Devin Carter?
They're getting a tremendous two-way player. To this point where everyone's been drafted, there were 3 guys who seemed to get the most lingering buzz about their workouts and every single one just generating all this discussion. Zach Edey, Ron Holland, Devin Carter. In fact, to me, the Devin Carter to Sacramento pick here, in terms of value of where he was picked, his actual fit and his ability to step onto the floor right away. Guys, you know who it reminds me of from a year ago? Remember how everyone agreed that Jaime Jaquez to the Heat was perfect?
Love that
I
pick.
get those huge vibes here with Devin Carter to the Kings. I completely agree that he'll be able to step in and contribute and play significant minutes right away. To me, he was a top 5 prospect in this class. Fink and I are right, simpatico with that. And it's the fact that he shot well. The shooting, the form, and the actual stats, they made a big jump this past season under Friars coach Kim English, and you know that he can not just play on ball and be a suffocating on-ball defender. He is really intelligent about playing team defense, getting into the lanes, but not overcommitting. He is something of a silent, soft-spoken killer. This is a tremendous pick for a Kings team that obviously still views its window to be a true contender in the West, to be on the upswing there. They got one of the best value picks of the first round.
Great perspective there from Matt Norlander. Last word to you, Avery Johnson, on Devin Carter.
This is what Sacramento wanted from Davion Mitchell when they drafted him out of Baylor. But this kid, Carter, I think offensively, he's more of a complete player.
Yeah, he really improved as a shooter in this past year, and Davion has obviously struggled with that.
Yeah.
He's on the trading block.
Yeah.
All right, you got the last word. You got the last word. I like that. Good stuff right there. We continue on. Dalton Connect is still on the board. Isaiah Collier is still on the board. Jared McCain, Kyle Filipowski, Bub Carrington. Is he still on the board? We'll find out next on CBS Sports HQ, presented by Jeep.